The Merchant's 100 Lives. The clamor of the bustling market in the ancient city of Varanasi filled the air, a symphony of bartering voices, clinking coins, and the occasional laughter of children running through the narrow lanes. Prahlad, a prosperous merchant, stood in his opulent home, surrounded by silks, spices, and chests brimming with gold. Yet despite his material success, his heart was restless. Every night he dreamt of a golden staircase reaching into the heavens, its steps shimmering like the first rays of dawn. But no matter how he tried, his feet remained rooted to the ground, unable to ascend even the first step. Night after night, the dream haunted him, leaving him yearning for answers. One day, hearing that the Buddha himself was teaching in the nearby bamboo grove, Prahlad decided to seek his guidance. He approached the assembly with a mix of curiosity and skepticism. Among the serene faces of monks and lay followers, he found the Buddha sitting under a great banyan tree, his presence calm yet powerful, like a still lake reflecting the vast sky. When it was his turn, Prahlad knelt and spoke. "Great teacher, I am haunted by a dream of a golden staircase. I possess wealth, power, and influence. But this dream eludes my understanding. Why can I not climb this staircase? What does it mean?" The Buddha listened with a gentle smile, his eyes filled with compassion. "Tell me, Prahlad," he said, "how do you use your wealth?" "I have worked hard to earn it," Prahlad replied. "It is for my family, my comfort, and my security." The Buddha nodded. "And what of others? Do you share your abundance?" Prahlad hesitated, caught off guard. "I give alms occasionally," he admitted, "but my wealth is mine to keep, for I fear losing it." The Buddha's gaze seemed to pierce through Prahlad's defenses. "The golden staircase in your dream is the path to enlightenment. Each step is built by the deeds of compassion, selflessness, and virtue accumulated over lifetimes. If you are unable to ascend, it is because your actions in this life are weighed down by attachment and greed." Prahlad's face fell. "But how can I change, Blessed One? I have lived this way for years." The Buddha pointed to a tree nearby, where a bird was building a nest. "Just as the bird builds its home twig by twig, you too can build the steps of your staircase, one act of kindness at a time. Begin by seeing others not as tools for your gain, but as fellow travelers on the path of life." Inspired but uncertain, Prahlad returned home and pondered the Buddha's words. The next day, he saw a young boy crying by the roadside. Learning that the boy had lost his parents, Prahlad provided food, clothes, and shelter for the child. It was a small act, but for the first time, Prahlad felt a strange sense of lightness in his heart. Days turned into weeks, and Prahlad began to change. He helped rebuild homes destroyed by a storm, forgave a debtor who could not pay, and distributed grain to hungry villagers during a drought. Each time he performed an act of kindness, he felt as though a golden step materialized beneath his feet, steady and luminous. One evening, as Prahlad sat meditating in his garden, the Buddha arrived unexpectedly. Prahlad bowed deeply. "Blessed One, I have done as you advised, but my dream of the staircase remains. What more must I do?" The Buddha smiled. "You have begun well, Prahlad, but tell me, do you expect these actions to bring you reward?" Prahlad thought carefully. "At first I sought to climb the staircase, but now I find joy in the deeds themselves. Helping others feels right, as if I am planting seeds in a garden that will bloom long after I am gone." The Buddha's smile deepened. "You have understood. The staircase is not a means to an end, but a reflection of your inner growth. With each act of selflessness, you free yourself from the chains of attachment and greed, ascending toward enlightenment." That night, Prahlad dreamt of the golden staircase again. This time, he placed his foot on the first step and felt it hold firm. He ascended step by step, each one shining brighter than the last. When he woke, he was not in heaven, but in his humble bed. Yet the peace in his heart was unlike anything he had ever known. From that day forward, Prahlad dedicated his life to serving others, not for reward or recognition, but out of genuine compassion. In doing so, he transformed his wealth into a force for good, his life into a beacon of hope. Moral of the story: our actions are the seeds of our future, and true fulfillment comes not from accumulating wealth or power, but from sharing, serving, and lifting others. By letting go of attachment and cultivating compassion, we build a staircase to enlightenment, not in a distant heaven, but here in the hearts of those we touch. If this story touched your heart, there's more to explore. Subscribe to Stories of Awakening for timeless tales of wisdom, courage, and discovery. Let inspiring narratives guide your journey of growth and inner transformation. Don't miss your next awakening. Hit the bell icon now.